What's going on, guys? The retarded fish here. I'm going to change my name soon. Now, I'm starting to get into the Joe Rogan experience a lot, and some of you might know what it is. Some of you might not. Well, you probably don't. Basically, he is. I can't say what his actual job is because he does a lot of jobs. He doesn't really have a main job. He's just some guy that commentates on UFC. That's how I found out about him. And he had quite a catchy voice. And then I went on to watching his podcasts because he does them, I think, every couple of days or something. They're quite, 3 hours long each. And he pretty much talks about everything. He doesn't just talk about UFOs or Freemasonry, mysteries of how the pyramids were built, stuff like that. He talks about everything. It's awesome DMT, of course. And I'm going to be discussing today my thoughts, not just from his video, but the reason I'm doing this is I am copying other people and other people's ideas, but I'm guessing my subscribers have not seen these videos. Now, if you don't listen, that's fine, because you're too ignorant to take in any information you don't want to listen to, but just think. Just listen to what I'm going to say. I'm going to be talking about school and comparing it to a prison, which is what red pill philosophy has done, and I'm going to be doing the same. Now, if you look at school in the way I do, quite a negative way, but a true way, then you'll come to understand and open your mind more about the facts of school. Now, you compare school to prison, so it's slightly different in England, which is where I live. Look at America, for example. Children wake up at, say 7 a.m. They get the bus to school. A bunch of prisoners that have just been dealt with in court are being driven off to prison in the bus. They get there. The children get to school, and the bell rings for period 1, first period. The prisoners get to the prison, and the bell rings to tell them to go inside, because obviously they don't have periods in prison, they just sort of do whatever. So the kids go to school, period 1 starts. 2 hours later, they get a break. Forced timing. They don't get to choose whether to have a break 15 minutes into the lesson because they're feeling tired, and they're feeling fucking worn down and tired, and as if they want to kill somebody. They just have to wait. Otherwise, they get a sense of embarrassment for trying to refuse the orders by a teacher. Same with prison. They go there, they have to work, which is fair enough because they've done something bad, but school kids haven't. They're kids. They've been forced. Prisoners belong in prison. Prisoners get a certain time to do whatever they want, i.e. break. So the kids. Another 2 hours after that, the kids are learning again. They're being force-fed fucking information down their throats and processed into their brain that they don't want to hear about and that will not help them in life. And children in school come out of school with no idea how to cope with people. They get taught these fucking equations, Pythagoras, how to structure a sentence. How to structure a sentence, Pythagoras is a load of bullshit. You can do that before you go to school. You can certainly do it afterwards without needing school at all. They get that done. The prisoners get forced to do labour work or some sort of service, cleaning up the prison grounds or something like that. So they're both forced under something that they want to do. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because it's a direct comparison. Okay? Prison is for people that have done something bad. They've committed murder. They've committed arson. I don't know, something like that. Fraud. Children at school. They've done fuck all. They've done nothing wrong. They have no experience of life. They're sent to school. They know fuck all there. They learn fuck all, and they can't do anything after school because they've been given no actual general information. They've been given information about codes. Like a computer, they're force-fed information, but they've been given no information how to cope in a job because they've not been told how to. That's the thing that people need to understand. That's what the world needs to turn around. It's the same with every school in the world. They don't teach the most simple things. Then, after period 3 and 4, the bell rings. Now, they have an hour's lunch or half an hour, whatever, to do what they want, but they're still restricted in the ground. So they can't do completely what they want, but they're made to do that. Prisoners get their lunchtime under a certain rule, which is fair because they are prisoners, so they have done something wrong and they shouldn't have the freedom to do and eat whenever they want, but the school children should. After that, they're moved on for an extra 2 hours of school until they can be dismissed from their class. Force-fed information. Same with prisoners, although prisoners obviously stay there 24/7. Prisoners stay there and sleep. School kids pretty much do. If school kids didn't actually have a house, they'd live in school, I reckon. School kids are made to stay period 5 and 6 and then go home. And, you know, from the sounds of it, it all sounds the same. Why do we wear uniform, you may ask? In school, we are told we're told, you know, thousands of times throughout the year, you're all individuals, you're all different, and you are all treated equally. The bit about being treated equally is true. You know, that's the one thing schools have right, because we're treated like shit by all people. We're talked down to, we're not talked with, or talked by in an equal manner. We're talked down to, so therefore every school kid is talked down to, so they're all equal. Oh, what's the word? They're all equal. Then you've got all of the uniform factors of this argument. You know, prisoners, they wear a uniform to show, and it takes away their individualism. It takes away how united they are as a person, an individual, and a unique person. Although prisons, yeah, you know, they've done bad things, they should still be allowed to wear whatever they want. Same with school. School, you know, they say, oh, you're an individual, be creative, be yourself. You cannot be yourself if you're locked inside an invisible cage doing shit that you could not give two shits and give a fuck about, being force-fed these useless fucking things that are supposedly helpful in later life when they're really not. You know, we don't know shit at school. We know nothing. We are given these uniforms which are very uncomfortable, just like in prison, take away our individuality, our individualism, and they force feed us this information like we're invisible information. So you can't see it, you can't touch it, you can only hear it, you only take it in, and then it stays in your brain supposedly forever, even though we forget it around 2 days after we've been told, because it's so fucking boring. But anyway, seriously, I forget pretty much everything. Not literally everything, but pretty much everything. 95% of stuff I'm told at school, when it comes to the weekend, I've forgotten it. Why, you may ask? No, it's not because I'm a bad person. It's not because I get bored of the fact that, well, I do get bored of school. It's not because I'm what's the word, selfish. It's not because I don't want to take in ideas. It's because I'm fucking bored. Just think. I want you to think, because I'm bored. Everyone is bored of school, and there needs to be a change how we are taught. We need to have our own clothes, have our own individualism, have our own freedom. We have literally been taken away freedom, and one of the conventional rights of a child or something is, you know, I have said a few things that probably don't make sense, but I'm a kid. Doesn't matter. You know, you can't tell me off for that. One of the things that's really ironic about the rights of a child is they have the freedom to do what they want. They have the freedom to speak their mind, but they also have the right of education. Well, if they don't want education, but they have the right of it, that's fucking forced. So every other right of the child is fine, because you can do what you want, and you can drink whenever you want. But at school, you've got the right for education. Therefore, it's there. It's been made. It's been forced upon you by some stupid leader who supposedly believes it's good. But, you know, in your own head, you're thinking, well, if I have the right to do what I want and the right to express myself, why the fuck am I in school? It's a prison for young people. We spend 13 to 15 years of our lives on average in school, consuming our whole childhood. Our childhood should be outside, you know, exploring the world, exploring nature, if you like. We should not be in school, constantly fucking doing these shitty things about science and molecules, you know, they've been found out. We don't need to know any of that. If they want us to do well in school, yeah, get us to do experiments that they've not done before. See what happens. See if we find anything new. What's the point of recycling over the same shit every single lesson, every single day? There is no point. We are literally, I don't know if this is true, it might be, for all I know, we are literally rigged up to a system, a computer, that most people, I'm not because I'm making this video, that most people are unaware of. They don't know that they don't know about the system. So it's like a double don't know. You know, it makes me sick. Something needs to change, and school really either needs to be optional, or the way we're taught and the way we supposedly learn, even though it's not learning, you're just taking in these shitty codes. The way we need to learn needs to be changed drastically. That's how I've compared school to prison. Please subscribe. I'm going to be making more videos like this, as well as starting a gaming channel. I'm going to see if I can change my name. Check out Joe Rogan if you like my video. I know it's a bit of a rant. And Red Pill Philosophy, I think it's called. Terrance Mckenna, who also does videos on psychedelics, DMT, shrooms, you know, what is reality, everything like that. I'm really into this stuff and spiritualism. Thank you for subscribing, and hope you enjoyed it.